Hi, welcome here to the art exhibition. My name is Oliver and this is my sign name. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. So, what is this exhibition about? Well, it's about lockdown. From 2020, we know we had the coronavirus pandemic and it was dangerous because the virus was spreading, so we had to lock down. But what did that mean for deaf people? First of all, really, all services were shut for deaf people, like deaf clubs, deaf bingo, deaf events. Everything just gone overnight, shut down, and we had to stay at home. And we felt isolation, we felt lonely and panicky. We had no idea what was going on. We didn't know how to contact the people we needed to. But CDA, that is the Cambridge Deaf Association, CDA, they set up lots of services via Zoom and events. So we had Zoom for everything. We had groups, workshops, like for example mental health, like this one, for example art, health and relationships, all sorts of different things. And all of these groups and events happened via Zoom so that deaf people could get involved, and that eased some of the isolation and loneliness. We know it's difficult for everybody this last year. It's been a problem, but we've had to get on with it. But the Zoom has made it better. So, I want to tell you about my art. I'm not sure if it's on the left or on the right from your perspective, but anyway, let me tell you about it, about this project. It's related to everything from 2020 until now. It's all my feelings and my emotions. I put them all into that picture. I gave you a view of what was in my mind. For example, there's a lot of anger in there. I felt quite angry, I felt stressed, I felt worried, I felt depressed, I felt lonely, everything, such a different range of emotions. And I feel like putting it on the picture helped. My favourite part, of course, is the lateral flow testing. Don't we all hate those? Having to put the stick up your nose and down your throat. But when you see the control and you get a negative C, that means you haven't got the virus. But if you get a T, that means you're positive. So it means you've got the virus and you need to stay home. And that, of course, will keep your friends and family safe. I've got so many different things in that picture. I've got the rainbow flag to support the NHS. So it's not for the gay community in this instance, it's for the NHS. I've got the number of infections and deaths going up daily, and it hasn't stopped yet, has it? It's still going on. There's a gold cloud, which is really about the world infection rates. It's like we want to all celebrate that it's over, but we can't, not yet, because it's still out there. So please stay safe and look after yourself. So the person who we're going to look at next and have a look at their art, his name is Lionel. His sign name is like a lion. So in this art project, Lionel put in everything about his emotions on the theme of his experiences of lockdown, from lockdown until now. And it's been hard for him, just like it has been hard for each of us. Maybe you don't realise, but face masks are really difficult for deaf people. If you have a disability, problems with staff have been difficult. But, you know, we've all had good times and bad times through the pandemic, haven't we? Recently, Lionel celebrated his 60th birthday. Now, it should have been a time for a great big party and everyone getting together, crowds of people, but of course that wasn't allowed. Gatherings were banned, weren't they, during the lockdown, and we were only allowed to meet in groups of 6. So, you know, big parties just weren't allowed, and that was the same for all of us. It was a problem. What a shame. But Lionel, you've done a great piece of art, and congratulations on your birthday. lockdown. This picture is all about lockdown for me. So let me tell you about it a bit. I was stuck at home, but I did my passion for puzzles, and I even got my mum and dad involved to help. So we did really well. I was really fed up in lockdown. It was really hard, and it was so hot, wasn't it? Staying at home all the time. Now things are opening up. People are carrying on like normal, but we've got to be careful. We'll have to see how it goes and be patient. I hope it's going to be okay. Cambridgeshire Deaf Association regularly go to Huntingdon, where they've organised a drop-in for deaf people. It's to help encourage the community and give them a place to be together. The Nest Project were invited to do their art workshop with the group at Huntingdon, and the idea was to help them express their feelings and emotions and their experiences of the lockdown through art. So have a look at what they created. Cheryl, pat it down, Brian. Well done. Do you want some more colours? Brian, red. Cheryl, red, is that what you said? What colour would you like more of? Red or blue or green? Brian, red please. Cheryl, where are you going to put it on the picture? Brian, I'm going to put it down here on the side. Brian, well, before things were good, and now it's not so. Everyone's talking about it and saying the same thing. I hope we can go back, but it doesn't seem like we're going to. It's taking time, I hope. What do you think, Cheryl? Cheryl, yes, well, before things were good, and then things went bad, didn't they? We had lockdown. It was a really hard time for nearly 2 years. But now things are getting better. What do you think? Are things improving? Brian, not yet. Cheryl, but we can come here again and we can meet people, so it's better than before, right? Brian, yes, I do like it here. It's good. Cheryl, yeah, Key was just explaining that we've got the deaf drop-in. We can come and see each other, have a chat, do art, meet our friends, go out for lunch. Brian, lockdown was really boring. Cheryl, yes, it was boring, wasn't it? We sat at home. We had nothing to do. We couldn't meet people. It was a lonely time, wasn't it? Brian, I watched loads of TV. I watched everything. Cheryl, what about visiting your family? Have you been able to do that? Brian, not yet, but I will. It's going to take time. Hi, I'm going to tell you about the work that I've created, my artwork. Here it is. I'm a volunteer coordinator for learning. So my role is helping deaf people, especially to express themselves and their feelings through art. So this is a really good idea, this project, and I'll be talking to volunteers to share these ideas so that they can try this type of artwork with their clients that they work with. So this is my picture anyway. In lockdown, to be honest, I felt quite fed up, but I did like the sunshine, so I've included that. And it was just so lovely and warm. I enjoyed that. But with no work, I thought I'd take up a new hobby, golf. So I played lots of golf. There's my golf club. In my free time, I also did some knitting. I've included that there. And I had lots of Zoom meetups with friends. I've also included gardening because I grew flowers. Found that really amazing actually, and I really enjoyed my walks by the river. Thank you. I chose orange for my artwork. I really like orange. It's the colour of my hair. It's also the colour of foxes. So thank you for coming to the exhibition, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. My name's Oliver. Enjoy yourselves, take care, bye.